Okay, I'm here at Crains Run Park again, and I'm walking along the trail from Crains Run Park into Miamisburg, Ohio. And this is part of the devotionals I'm sharing with you, my viewers, at different parks, the different metro parks in the greater Miami Valley. So take a look at this view here. So I'm walking through on this trail, and this trail actually will go all the way to Xenia, Hill Springs, but it's beautiful. Now granted, it's been raining, so it's a little wet out here, a little moist, but today's devotion, I'm going to read it out loud. If you got your Bibles or your device like I've got, grab it. And this comes from Galatians 5:25. I'm going to read it in the ESV version. If we live by the Spirit, let us also keep in step with the Spirit. So as I'm getting my steps in here in the park, I'm hiking here in the park after I had an hour and a half to almost 2 hours workout, which my son joins me in. And thinking of this verse, if we live by the Spirit, let us also keep in step with the Spirit. Now, what does that mean? What is God telling me that I want to share with you? So if we walk in the Spirit, we want to keep step with it. Sometimes we're eager and have so much zeal that we want to get ahead of God, that we want to move ahead of God. Just like when you start a workout or exercise program and you work too hard and you go too much and you lift too heavy of a weight, you don't take engaging mindfulness in your workouts, or in karate the same way. If you don't master the basics, you can't advance to the more advanced belts. That's why in karate, they always do the basics every time, every class. The basics are always there because they need to become second nature. Same way with your faith and your walk, or if you're trying to lead others to Christ, you don't want to run ahead of them. You want to walk in the Spirit alongside of them. You don't want to get ahead of God. You want to walk with God. God's going to have your back. He's going to have your six. But to live in the Spirit, to walk in the Spirit, is to walk with God and to lead others to Christ or an understanding. You've got to walk with them. And I want to talk to you folks that are dating, seriously dating, engaged, or even those that are recently married. If you're both people of faith and maybe the other person isn't as strong as a faith, now I'm speaking from experience. Don't walk ahead of them. Don't move way ahead of them. Even if you may know more about the Bible or God, or you've been saved longer, you walk longer, you've led ministries, your fiance and your wife, your fiance is to soon be one flesh, and your wife will be one flesh, or should be one flesh. It means you walk alongside of them, nurture them. Being alongside-er. There's a good series and study that our church did at MCC. It's called The Way of the Long-Sider. If you want to best lead people to Christ, then walk alongside them. Don't push them. Don't preach them to death. Certainly don't be overly critical or judgmental. Come alongside of them. Understand what path they've taken, what shoes they're walking in. Be empathetic. Have some mercy, grace, compassion, empathy. Great word. And walk them to the cross and love them to the cross and love them to an understanding of the grace, beauty, compassion, wisdom of Jesus Christ. So that's the devotion for today. I'm going to give you the scenery though here at the park. Highly recommend this park. Again, this is Crains Run Park. It's right in Miamisburg, actually Miami Township, on Cincinnati-Dayton Road, alongside the river. And if you wonder why I'm a little winded, is I've been walking a while, getting my steps in, and also trying to walk with the Spirit.